How's it going, everybody? RyeSquad here today, and we are back with our Oakland Athletics franchise mode here in the Year 8 playoffs, 2028 ALDS, and hopefully the ALCS coming up for you in this episode. We are the #1 seed in the AL, so that means we have to wait to figure out who we are playing in the next round. It's either the Minnesota Twins or the Los Angeles Angels, one of which was at one point the best team in baseball, the Angels, who we were chasing, and then we just overtook them. We took off and just absolutely blew them out of the water and basically blew the league out of the water. Nobody else came close to us. But today, guys, we're hopefully going to get our first season win. I mean, I really just want to get that first win. We are a 103 win team. The highest amount of wins in the NL was the NL West leading Giants with 92. And the most amount that wasn't us in the American League was the Angels. So you guys can see the Twins were here at 88, the Angels at 91. Twins look a little worse hitting-wise than the Angels, but obviously they've got a little bit better pitching too, so we'll see who comes out of that one, but we definitely have the advantage for the first time. We are actually the wild card. Toronto has been that team really to take over the #1 seed and get that bye, or I guess not really a bye, but kind of like a little bit of an advantage. They took a little bit of a step back there with 88 wins. They were insane last season, but hopefully that means it's our turn to represent the American League in the World Series. But here we go, guys. Let's take a quick look at our depth chart. You guys can see the pitchers. We'll touch on them in a second. But at catcher, we got 94 Rutschman. First is 96 Torkelson. Second base is 92 Bush. At shortstop is technically 96 Bobby Witt. And then at third, we've got Bo Bichette. That's just because I didn't change their natural positions. But I do have them flip-flop just because Bobby Witt Jr. is such a much better fielder than Bo Bichette, but Bo Bichette's got quite an arm, so that's why I like him at third. In outfield, we've got Freddie Thompson. In left, Verdugo at center, and Jesus Sanchez out in right. I've been happy with Jesus Sanchez. Like I said, I didn't talk about him nearly enough. He had the best season of his career by a long shot, right? A .06 batting average improvement. It's pretty good. That is elite. Verdugo, not quite on his 7.0 WAR pace, like he was last season, but 4.9, basically 5 WAR is really insane. And then Freddie Thompson at 23 continues his development into one of the league's best outfielders, including a major jump in hitting. So his hitting was never really a strong suit, but look at that, guys. You can see his contact versus lefties has grown by 7, his power versus righties up by 6, and power versus lefties up by 7. I wish it was up by 59. So now he's probably more league average, as you guys can see. 290 batting average, which is really ridiculous. That's probably because of his discipline, his clutch. His vision's pretty good, but his discipline and clutch are just off the charts. So this is a guy that, whoo, baby, look out. He is turning into a good one. And then we moved on from Giancarlo Stanton at the deadline, just because I felt like it wasn't worth it. But we have Luis Ponce here now. We did bring him in. I believe we shed some cap to bring him in, to shed some salary. He's only making $700,000. We've already used his minor league options, but he's never going back down as he's an 83 overall. He's, again, got great hitting stats. His contact versus righties has flown up. His vision and his discipline and his clutch are all great. His durability is good too, but he's a DH, so I'm not too worried about that. But as you guys can see in the bottom left, first overall, first in speed, first in contact, first in power, first in pitching, first in defense. The unquestioned #1 team in the majors. So you guys can see our starting rotation here: Skubal, Rodriguez, Hoglund, Nelson, Gallen. None of these guys, it's not in this order. I believe it's Skubal, Hoglund, Gallen, Nelson, Rodriguez, something like that. And I don't feel like we have to turn to a shorter rotation. We don't have to use 4 guys. We got 5 guys here that I can trust all the way throughout. And then in the bullpen, you guys can see it's Karinchak, Wicks, Weathers, Delgadio, Sean Reed-Foley, who we traded for, Jacob Webb, who we traded for, Whitley, Palouse, and then Graham McLeod is in the minors. I don't know why he's listed there. I didn't call him up, but he is looking very, very good. Well, let's see who we are taking on in the first round. The game should be decided Wednesday, and it is going to be the Minnesota Twins knocking off the Los Angeles Angels. Let's view today's games. They won 6-3, 4 runs scored in the 5th inning there, 10 hits. So they did beat Reed Detmers and the Los Angeles Angels. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Twins, see what they look like. I believe they did beat us once in the past, but as you guys can see, it's a pretty deep squad all around. They have a lot of talent from top to bottom, headlined by Jordan Balazovic, their starting pitcher, who's really, really solid, the Canadian. He started 33 games. He had 14 quality starts, pretty solid. ERA of 4.87 is not great. Winning percentage isn't good either. He just pitched in the last one, so we will be facing Luis Garcia, I believe, in the first game, who looks almost better ratings-wise. He had 32 games started and 19 qualities, so he did perform better this season too. 3.67 ERA. O'Neal Cruz, the former Pirate, prospect, actually got traded to Colorado midway through the season, and then he found his way to Minnesota and is making a good. Actually, that's a pretty reasonable amount of money. He does about everything well. He's a great player, as you guys can see. He was batting .281 with .811 OPS this season, so that's pretty good. Flipping through here, you can see the starting pitching. They have Severino as well, and Simeon Woods Richardson, and Griffin Canning, and Johan Duran. So just a lot of starting pitchers here that, again, they're like us. They don't really have to shorten the rotation. Now, they probably will, but I don't think it's necessary for them to do that. In their bullpen, they've got Jim Osio, who's from Ohio, a potential 26, an elite relief arm here. AJ Minter there as well. Hans Cruz, Christian Javier, and then Phil Matten rounds that out. And then Steve Gonzalez, a potential 28-year-old generated prospect from California here. Then they have got another guy in Alfonso Aguilar, who will eventually be on the team, but he's not somebody we have to worry about. At catcher, they have Sean Murphy. He is officially starting to decline. After all these years in Oakland, we got rid of him. Actually, I think we let him walk. And he found his way to Minnesota. 3 seasons there. He's been solid, right? This is his worst season, and he is dropping off quite a bit. You guys can see, though, he's always been pretty solid for them. Not much more you can ask for, but the decline is starting to show. They've got Nick Ciuffo. I don't know how to say his name, but he's an average backup catcher. That's not too bad. They don't have any first baseman in the majors, but they got Jorbit Vivas and Gleyber Torres at second, so I've got to believe one of these guys is. Nope, neither of these guys can play first, so they're both looking pretty good. I don't know who's starting, but Gleyber Torres was an all-star, it looks like, so we'll see. They got Austin Martin and Jose Miranda, and neither of these guys can play first. That's really interesting. Austin Martin is phenomenal. Oh my God, he's all around just insane. And then they've got Jose Miranda, who's all around insane as well. At shortstop, we just talked about O'Neal Cruz. They've also got Ramon Urias, who's also can't play. I don't know who's playing first base on this team. They have 2 great left fielders in Trevor Larnach and Akil Baddoo. The bats could be better here, but neither of these guys can play left either, or first base either. But they're decent bats, both guys that you don't want to mess with. They've got kind of alternate tools as well. Larnach with the fielding, and then Baddoo with the base running. In center field is probably their biggest weakness. Taylor Trammell, though, he's got 99 power versus righties. Got to keep that in mind. But you can see his clutch and his vision isn't good, so it's probably somebody we want to pitch around and walk more often than not in dangerous situations. Tyler Whitaker here, another great fielder for them out in center. And then another great fielder here in Yolki Cespedes. A good player from Cuba, 30 years of age. And in right field, they got Victor Salinas, who's great against lefties, not as good against righties, but he's got an arm, not real good fielder, but good speed as well. So we'll see how they end up playing. But all in all, an MLB roster that I would be afraid of. Well, let's go ahead, jump into this series here. Game number 1, it is Luis Garcia versus Tariq Skubal, and I am satisfied with that. So let's go ahead, jump in. We don't have 4 valid lineups. What the heck happened? I'm not sure why our lineups are now all of a sudden invalid. I guess lefty DH Pons. Did somebody get hurt? Injured list. Granberg. No, nobody got hurt. I think I had somebody else against lefties. DHing against lefties. Soderstrom, no, against lefties. Yeah, no, I think I definitely remember having somebody else, unless somebody else got sent down for whatever reason. Yeah, we got 26. I think that's what it is. Somebody got sent down. We had 28, but in the playoff roster, we are down to 26 again. So somebody must have gotten sent down. I believe it was probably David Bodie. No, Daniel Reyna. I can't remember who just got sent down. We can actually figure that out here with transactions completed. Athletics, we recalled them. Yeah, no. All right. So I believe I was playing Nelson Kim there. And I don't think he's in the lineup anymore. So that's interesting to see that. But it is what it is. Ponce is a good enough hitter against lefties. I think I might move Rutschman up. I think I'll flip-flop that again like that, and then we should be good there because he's got a little bit more pop than Verdugo, but I'm fine with Ponce. We'll see how this series goes, but let's go ahead, quick manage this series. We're starting with our all-white homes on home turf. Home field advantage is very nice. We're going to start with Skubal, obviously, our left-handed stud there. So in there you guys can see we are facing a right-handed pitcher in Garcia. So here is our right-handed order. I'm not changing a thing. Everything looks good to me. So let's go ahead and start. We're just going to pitch a pop-up, a ground out, and a ground out. Beautiful. 1, 2, 3 inning. Pretty quiet there. Lots of contact. Nothing too scary, though. Bichette is going to single. Verdugo's going to double. We got runners at second and third. I think we will just swing away for now, right? And then maybe I'll have Bobby Witt sack fly if we don't score one here. A pop-up. We'll go for the sack fly. He gets the sack fly. Verdugo advances. We score the run, which is huge. Nice job, Bobby Witt, doing exactly what I asked. Ponce is going to draw a walk. And then with Adley Rutschman, we'll swing, and he strikes out. But we do get the big first inning run. That is huge. Pitch to Trammell. He's fine. Jose Miranda flies out, and Salinas is going to hit a solo shot and tie the game with one swing. Vivas then flies out. So that is a tie ball game. We've got Jesus Sanchez leading off with a single, though. Michael Busch singles. We got runners at the corner. Freddie Thompson just swing away. He's going to strike out. Bichette, swing away, hits a sac fly without me having to tell him. And then Verdugo is going to line out, but we do get another run and take the lead here. Chiofo, yeah, no, against lefties, pitching him is fine. Against lefties, I'm okay here, fly out. And then Larnack. Against lefties again, I'm fine. O'Neal Cruz, I'm going to... Taylor Trammell against lefties doesn't scare me as much. He's going to hit a single. Jose Miranda then strikes out, and the game is tied yet again. We can't pull away from these guys. Every half inning that we score a run, they score one in the very next half inning. Torkelson leads off with a... Wow, that's lots of hits today. Bobby Witt Jr. is going to fly out. Ponce is going to ground in a double play, and that is all she wrote for that inning. Salinas is going to ground out. Torres flies out, and Vivas pops up. A beautiful bounce-back inning from Skubal. Rutschman now strikes out. Jesus Sanchez strikes out. And Busch is going to get out as well. Top of the fifth inning. Energy is looking still fine for Skubal. Chiofo, yeah, we'll pitch to him. Austin Martin, we'll pitch to him. He singles. Larnack, we'll pitch to him. He's going to strike out. O'Neal Cruz, we'll pitch to him, and he's going to fly out. There we go. So the power is dropping off for Cruz against lefties. Got to remember that I should be a little bit more careful now that we're getting into the second half of the game here. Freddie Thompson, though, swing. Bo Bichette flies out. Verdugo walks. Okay, Torkelson, let's see what you got. He's just an insane hitter. He is going to single as well. And now we have Bobby Witt Jr. Garcia here. If we can just eat it. Come on. Let's just... And he's going to ground out. That's really unfortunate. I was really hoping we would get a little bit further into that there. Maybe, you know, it was a two out rally kind of thing trying to get going. But Taylor Trammell now strikes out. Jose Miranda is going to single. Salinas, I'm going to pitch around Salinas. He's going to single. They have runners at the corners. We'll pitch there. He's going to pop up, not score a run. Jorbit Vivas here. We have an empty base. We'll pitch around him, and he is going to strike out. That's beautiful, right? Because if I walk him, bases are loaded, plays anywhere, right? And that might be all we want to use Skubal for today. Luis Ponce is going to double off the bat, off the first at bat in the inning. Adley Rutschman. Ooh, they're going to switch to Johan Duran already. Okay, well, I mean, I was planning on switching as well, but only 5 innings for their starter. Definitely good for me. Adley Rutschman grounds out. Jesus Sanchez walks. That's beautiful. Busch now. All right, Duran is a righty. Busch, really good hitter against righties. Good discipline. I'm going to tell him to just swing. He's going to fly out. Freddie Thompson here. We'll just swing. And he's going to ground out, and unfortunately, we're not going to see any run scored with another runner in scoring position. I think we're fine to let Skubal pitch, ground out. Austin Martin will pitch. He's going to double, and I think we're going to bring in a bullpen arm. I think Skubal's energy is running a little bit low. We'll go to a pitching change, and we'll just bring in... who do I want to bring in? Maybe a righty, right? Larnack against righties, not great. O'Neal Cruz against lefties. You know what? Maybe we'll just bring in Ryan Weathers. I think we'll do that. We'll pitch to him. He's going to fly out, advance the runner. O'Neal Cruz against righties is better, so that's why I brought in that's right. That's why I brought in a lefty. We'll pitch around O'Neal Cruz because he's kind of still got that power. We have an empty base, and he's going to get a base hit and score a run. Taylor Trammell will just pitch to him, and he's going to ground out. But now we are, for the first time, trailing in this game. Bo Bichette flies out. Verdugo flies out. Torkelson hits a solo home run and ties it for us, baby. Let's go. Bobby Witt Jr. now up to the plate is going to ground out, but we tie the game. Jose Miranda now will pitch to him. He's going to ground out. Salinas is great against lefties. Let's pitch around him. He's going to fly out, and then Gleyber Torres here is going to single. Vivas singles. All right, and we'll pitch to Chiofo, and yeah, the catcher, and he's going to ground into a fielder's choice. All right, so we're fine there. Get out of that one. Bottom of the 8th now. Luis Ponce doubles off the first at bat. Let's go. Adley Rutschman draws a walk. Jesus Sanchez with 2 runners on. Come on now. It's going to hit a 3-run bomb and crack this one open. A huge swing from Jesus Sanchez. And they're going to be forced to bring in Christian Javier. And then Michael Busch, a solo home run, back-to-back home runs off different pitchers. Freddie Thompson's going to ground out. Bo Bichette's going to walk. And Verdugo grounds into a double play. But now is time to bring in Karinchak, get our closer in. It's the top of the 9th. We're up by 4. I don't care if it's not a safe situation. That's why I'm paying him the money, is so we can close out here. Larnach walks. O'Neal Cruz grounds into a double play. And it's a 7-3 victory in game number 1. That's huge. And now it's Severino versus Hoagland. All right, let's go. Game 1 win here. Home field again. Hoagland, let's see how he does in his first little bit of live action. I'm excited for this. I'm very, very excited for this. We got Akil Baddoo versus Hoagland. He's going to strike out. Larnach's going to walk. Urias singles. Trammell will pitch to him, and he's going to ground into a double play. I know he's got that 99 power, but I was willing to let Hoagland pitch because he's fresh. Bo Bichette singles. First at bat for us is a single. Loved here in a good hit in the first inning. Fly out there from Verdugo. Torkelson flies out. Bobby Witt Jr. is going to hit a 2-run shot in the bottom of the first. That's huge. Ponce now is going to fly out, but that's okay. We score 2 on the swing from Bobby Witt Jr. Very, very pleased with that. O'Neal Cruz now again against righties. Is I think technically I'd say he's better against righties. I don't really know what to say there just because of, the power being so bad against righties or lefties, but I think we're fine to pitch to him. He's going to ground out. Gleyber Torres is going to double. Austin Martin. I think I want to pitch around him. He's going to walk. Salinas will pitch to, and he's going to ground to a double play. All right. I'm glad I didn't take any chances and pitched around him there. Adley Rutschman now is going to fly out. Jesus Sanchez is going to single. Beautiful. Michael Busch scores on a triple. He gets Sanchez home with a triple. And now I'm going to sack fly, right? 1 out. And he's going to fly out. Bo Bichette swing. He's going to fly out. That's unfortunate, right? I just kind of wanted to score 1 more. Fortunately, wasn't quite deep enough. Not good enough power. But we'll pitch to Sean Murphy, who strikes out. Baddoo grounds out. Larnach grounds out. Beautiful from Hoagland. All right, Verdugo now flies out. Torkelson pops up. Bobby Witt strikes out. So a home run and a strikeout right now for Bobby Witt Jr. Ramon Urias here. He's going to single, keeps that 1,000 batting average. He's 2 for 2. We'll pitch to Trammell, grounds into a fielder's choice. Cruz flies out. Torres walks. Martin is going to hit a 3-run home run and tie the game. Sean Murphy then flies out, and we get out of the inning. But 3 runs come home on the 3-run shot there in the top of the 4th. Super unfortunate to see him give up that home run. But it's okay. It's only a tie game. We're not losing now. Ponce now pops up. Rutschman pops up. Sanchez grounds out. Gunnar Hoagland looking low on energy. Maybe we can get through the 5th here and then look to the bullpen in the 6th. Strikeout there. Larnach here. Singles. Ramon Urias. I'm going to pitch around him. He's going to walk. I'm going to pitch to Trammell, who walks. O'Neal Cruz now with the bases loaded. We need to make a pitching change. And I'm going to go to Jordan Wicks here. Actually, I'm going to go to Ray Delgaudio. I've liked Ray Delgaudio a lot. I know maybe I should have gone to a lefty because of lack of power, but we'll pitch here. Grounds into a fielder's choice and prevents the run. 2 outs now. A run is going to score on a single, or is that a walk? I can't. Did he walk him home? He did walk him, and he walks home a run. Oh my God, and he walks home 2 runs. Delgaudio, he's not even that bad against walking. And a pop-up, but they score 2 runs. Now we are trailing by 2 at the bottom of the 5th. We start off the bottom of the 5th, though, with a single. That's beautiful. Freddie Thompson now. Singles, runners at the corners. Bo Bichette, swing, strikeout. These are our best hitters. Verdugo grounds into a double play, and we're out of the inning just like that. We had a chance to score a run there with the guy at third, but we can't do it. Sean Murphy flies out. Badu grounds out. Larnack is going to walk. Urias grounds out. Okay, so we do eat up some innings there. That's fine. The 2 runs walked home by Delgado is just, ugh, you hate to see that. Torkelson, though, gets on base. That's beautiful. A leadoff walk is huge. Bobby Witt Jr. strikes out. Ponce grounds into a double play, and we're now in the top of the 7th. A strikeout, and a flyout. A 1-2-3 inning. A very quiet. 2 straight strikeouts, too. Adley Rutschman now strikes. Lots of strikeouts now. Jesus Sanchez strikes out. Michael Busch doubles. Freddie Thompson, is going to face AJ Minter. First time we've seen him. And against lefties, Freddie Thompson's not nearly as good. Do we want to pinch hit? Mac Denton is more of a power against righty guy, and Corbin Carroll's really a fielder option. Poisson against lefties. He's got the... I think we're okay. I think we're going to let Freddie Thompson go here, and he's going to ground out. I'm going to keep riding Delgado. We're down by 2, right? And he's been pitching okay since the 2 walks home. I'm not too upset by it, but Austin Martin's going to single. We'll see what he does with Salinas here. I wasn't really afraid of what was going to happen, but I should have been. I should have been way more cautious. We're now down by 4. Single. 2 runs scored on the double and a strikeout, a walk, and a strikeout. Good Lord. 4 runs in the top of the 8th. We got to have something here if we're going to just keep pitching Reed Foley. Sacrifice bunt. And a run scored on the single. It doesn't matter. We're down by 7. We're not coming back. And there you go. 10-3 absolute drubbing there in that one. Still 1-1. And they're using Balazovic again. Okay, so they're back to their ace, who I'm sure can't have perfect stamina here in Target Field for game 3. And he does have perfect stamina. I guess Skubal doesn't for us, but I guess Balazovic pitched so long ago. I think I will turn to, I think I'm going to turn to Grayson Rodriguez here. I'm just going to turn to him here. We're going to see how it goes, but here we go. Bo Bichette versus their ace, Balazovic, is going to ground out. Verdugo grounds out. Torkelson singles. Bobby Witt Jr. grounds out, but we do get a first hit. So a little maybe something happening. Akil Baddoo strikes out. Larnack singles. Urias strikes out. Trammell is going to ground into a fielder's choice. Beautiful. Ponce now flies out. Rutschman grounds out. Sanchez flies out. 1-2-3 inning. Dang. O'Neill Cruz is going to ground out. Gleyber Torres singles. Austin Martin strikes out. And then Salinas grounds out as well. So far, 2 innings, just a couple hits. That's all. Michael Busch with a ground out. Freddie Thompson with a strikeout. And Bo Bichette with a fly out. All right. Sean Murphy now strikes out. Beautiful. Baddoo walks. Larnack singles. They got runners at the corners. I'm going to just pitch to Urias. Jordan Wicks replaces Grayson Rodriguez. Grayson Rodriguez got hurt, and now we've got Wicks. Urias against lefties is, oh my God, he's so poor. Pitch to him, and he grounds into a double play. That's what we needed. Jordan Wicks, baby. All right, Verdugo walks. Torkelson strikes out. Bobby Witt Jr. strikes out. Luis Ponce walks. Come on, Rutschman. Just a solid single to the outfield. Could score him. Runner thrown out at home. Rutschman single to center. Taylor Trammell throws out Verdugo at home plate. The arm is so weak and he got thrown out, man. Oh, man. 54 arm guns him out from center field. Trammell lines out. O'Neill Cruz walks. Gleyber Torres grounds into a double play, and that's a quick 1-2-3 inning. Jesus Sanchez strikes out. Michael Busch flies out, and Freddie Thompson is going to line out. Jordan Wicks' energy still looking fine here in the bottom of the 5th. Austin Martin grounds out. Salinas walks. Murphy walks. Baddoo singles. We have bases loaded, and Larnack here maybe bringing a lefty out of the pen. Ryan Weathers probably to get this one. He's going to strike him out. Urias here is going to ground out, and we get out of the bases loaded jam with no runs allowed. That's huge in especially in a 0-0 game 3 of a 5-game series. Bo Bichette strikes out. Verdugo walks. Torkelson singles. Runners at first and second, 1 away. Bobby Witt Jr. strikes out. Ponce flies out, and we can't do anything with the runner at second. Trammell now against lefties. I'm not afraid of him. O'Neill Cruz against lefties, less afraid. He's going to single, but that's fine. Another single there. Austin Martin now up to the plate. I'm going to go to the bullpen and bring in a righty here. I'm going to bring in Webb. We went out and acquired Jacob Webb. We'll pitch. And the bases are cleared with a triple there from Jacob Webb. No errors. Salinas grounds out. Murphy strikes out. But 2 runs given up by the bullpen arm. All right, we're down by 2 now. Adley Rutschman singles. Sanchez flies out. Bush double play. Bottom of the 7th. I'm going to keep trusting Jacob Webb. Actually, those weren't even his earned runs, but I'm going to kind of blame him. He allowed a triple. Akil Baddoo walks. Do I go back to the bullpen and bring in a Whitley or Palouse? Because he just doesn't seem like he's got it. Well, just one more pitch. Sack bunt. Urias now against lefties. He's against righties. We don't have a lefty. We'll pitch around him. He's going to walk. Trammell now. Oh, brother. I don't have a lefty in the pen that I can go to here. I think we just pitched to him. He's going to strike out. And O'Neal Cruz. Fielder's choice, baby. And he gets out of it. Okay. Whew. Oh, man. It's getting noisy here in the second half of this game. Freddie Thompson ground out. Bo Bichette strikeout. Single there for Verdugo. Come on, Torkelson. He's going to fly out, unfortunately. And I was going to say it's getting noisy, and it's really only one side getting noisy, but we did kind of fight back there just a little bit. Gleyber Torres. We'll keep going with Jacob Webb. One more batter. Ground out. Oh, okay. Austin Martin. Solo shot, and that makes it 3. We're pulling him right after the solo shot. No doubt about it. Cody Whitley to Salinas fly out, and then Murphy grounds out. So now our chances are even slimmer, as Jordan Balazovic might go a whole game here. Rutschman now. I can't pinch hit for Rutschman. Jesus Sanchez against righties is going to strike out, and we lose 3-0. Their ace absolutely shuts us down, and Grayson Rodriguez strained his abdomen, so he's going to be out for a couple days. That's okay. It's not the end of the world, but we are now up against it here in this one. This is game 4 of a 5-game series. Currently, they're up 2-1 in the series. We're going to Connie Nelson or Zach Gallen. Who do I trust? Who do I trust more? They've been killing us on the long ball. We're going Connie Nelson. Do I want to switch things up at all? Bobby Witt Jr., except for his 1 home run, has not been good. I'll flip-flop him with Ponce, who's, not been much better, really. Well, I'll just make that one small change in the lineup. But Bo Bichette's not doing a good enough job of getting on either. Verdugo, flip-flop him and Verdugo here. Put him at 2. Yeah, we'll see if that changes anything up. All right, Verdugo flies out. Bichette grounds out. Torkelson singles. Ponce scores a run on the double. Let's go. Simeon Woods Richardson is his opponent, and he gets a double there early on. You love to see it. Bobby Witt Jr. grounds out, but we have the lead. Come on, Connie Nelson. Come on, Connie Nelson. Of course. A freaking course. Oh, my God. Love it. Oh, my God. Trevor Larnach, strikeout. Urias, ground out. Trammell, strike. I brought in Grayson Rodriguez or Connie Nelson because he's good at avoiding home runs. What does he do? The first person he sees gives up a solo shot to tie the game. Adley Rutschman, singles. Sanchez, fielder's choice. Bush, double play. O'Neal Cruz walks. Torres catches him. Let's go. Gets caught stealing. We love to see that. Adley Rutschman. Gleyber Torres strikes out. Austin Martin grounds out. Okay. I always feel like I'm saying Aston Martin when I say Austin Martin there. Anyway, Freddie Thompson grounds out. Verdugo reaches on an error there. Just get on base any way you can. Hustle. I don't care. Just get on base. Bo Bichette grounds into a fielder's choice. Torkelson, 2-run bomb, and we now have a 3-1 lead, a 2-out, 2-run home run, and that, thanks to the error, we are able to score 2 there. It's huge. Ponce pops up, but that's okay. Come on, Connie Nelson, baby. The 24-year-old, let's go. Salinas singles. Murphy walks. Akil Baddoo. Pitch to him. He's going to draw. What do we do? I think we just have to pitch, right? I can't substitute him in the bottom of the 3rd. Strikeout. That's huge. 1 out. Urias, double play, and we get out of the bases loaded jam. Let's go. Bobby Witt Jr. now. Grounds out. Rutschman flies out. Sanchez grounds out. Man, we get out of the bases loaded. such an energizing thing, and then out, out, out. Man, baseball, you kill me sometimes. Sport, love the sport, hate the sport at the same exact time. But Trammell here, what can we do? Ground out, O'Neill, strikeout, Torres, pop up. Beautiful bounce back inning from Connie Nelson. Michael Busch now grounds out. Freddie Thompson strikes out. Verdugo strikes out. Connie Nelson still looking okay. Austin Martin, fly out. Salinas, singles. Murphy, double play. Murphy has been woeful in this series. Bo Bichette now, strikeout. Torkelson, walks. Ponce, strikeout. Bobby Witt, 2-run shot, and we increase our lead to 5. And they're going to bring in Johan Duran again. Adley Rutschman now strikes out, but we got Connie Nelson with a 4-run cushion. Single there. A walk. A single. Oh my God. Connie Nelson with Trammell at the plate. I'm going to trust. Strikes him out. O'Neill Cruz. Strikes him out. Gleyber Torres. Flies out and he gets out of it again. Connie Nelson. Let's go. Let's go, Connie Nelson. I trusted. I didn't turn to my bullpen. I trusted that he could get out of it. Oh my goodness. Was that faith rewarded? Jesus Sanchez now. Singles. Michael Busch scores a run on a double, and we have a 6-1 lead. Freddie Thompson grounds out. All right. Verdugo grounds out. Bichette is going to score a run on a single. There we go. It's 6-run lead. It's 7-1 Oakland. Torkelson grounds out. Connie now. I gotta call to the pen. Call to the pen. Sean Reed Foley. I wish I could look at, he's excellent and striking hitters out. It's what we need. He issues a walk, a pop-up, a strikeout, and a fielder's choice. There we go. He gets through that inning beautifully. Ponce versus Duran now. Ponce singles, 2 for 4 today. Bobby Witt Jr. strikes out. Rutschman grounds into a double play. And we're going to go to another pitcher here. We are going to go, I think I might turn to Palouse with a 6-run lead. Go to Palouse, walk, fielder's choice, pop up, ground out, beautiful. Jesus Sanchez grounds out, Busch singles, Freddie Thompson. He's a really good bunter, but that would be 2 outs with a runner at second, I guess, maybe. Sack bunt gets him to second. Now for Verdugo to maybe get him home. They're gonna bring in Christian Javier. And he's going to line out, unfortunately. So we did get him to second. It was a good bunt. I've never used bunts really in this. And then I watched the Subway Series in real life just a little bit ago. And the Mets won the game thanks to a couple clutch bunts. Or a clutch bunt and then a good clutch hit. So anyway, Palouse, strikeout. Martin, singles. Salinas, walks. Murphy, scores 2. That's fine. 1 run scored. Okay, I'm pull him. Karinchak now. Sack fly, walk, fly. Oh, God. I didn't want to have to turn to Karinchak because I assumed Palouse, my worst reliever, was going to be able to secure a 6-run lead. He gives up 4 runs, but we still get out of it. We still get out. I played. That was too close to fire. Playing with fire there, man. We get a day off in a 2-2 series. The other ALDS series is a 2-2 series as well. Luis Garcia back on the mound for the Minnesota Twins as we have a chance here at Rickey Henderson Field to close this one out and win our first series. We're at home. All right, I'm going to Skubal, right? I gotta go to Skubal here. It only makes sense. Tariq Skubal against lefties. He was 4.26 ERA was not good. I think we did win the game he pitched in. All right, and I think flip-flopping Ponce and Bobby Witt was a good idea, and then Verdugo and Bichette. I liked that a lot, the way that worked out, just because a little bit of vision. Anyway, let's go ahead and get it started. Skubal to Martin, ground out, fly out, single, 1 run scored on the single, 1 run scored on the single, 3-run home. Skubal, oh my God. Skubal. I had to buy. I just pulled my starting pitcher in game 5 in the top of the first. He got through 2/3 of an inning. So we got Now it's just on the bats. Now it's on the bats to get to Luis Garcia, who is their best pitcher. Torkelson lines out. Ponce lines out. Strikeout, fly out, strikeout. All right, so Wicks comes in, he's got 4 straight outs. Beautiful. Bobby Witt singles. Rutschman flies out. Jesus Sanchez lines out. Bush is going to single. We got runners at the corners. Freddie Thompson, he grounds into a fielder's choice. Can't score one. That would have been such a huge one. Like, we just need a run in these first 3 innings. A ground out, a strikeout, and a ground out. All right, Verdugo, come on. Flies out. Bichette, doubles. Come on, baby. We got 1 out. Just come on, Torkelson. Strikes out. Ponce strikes out. Oh, my God. We just can't. We got to get him home. Vivas grounds out. Chiofu, and then Austin Martin, stolen base, pop-up. That's fine. Oh, Bobby Witt Jr. flies out. Rutschman pops up. Sanchez flies out. Jordan Wicks, come on, man. Fly out. Ground out. Pop up. Beautiful. But we're in the bottom of the 5th. We need some sort of offense here. Will it come from the bottom of the order? And Michael Bush grounds out. Freddie Thompson grounds out. Verdugo strikes out in a 1-2-3 inning. We can't even get to him. Salinas flies out. Torres strikes out. Vivas strikes out. Man, Wicks came in when we needed him to. Bo Bichette, solo bomb. Okay, there's 1. We got to him. Torkelson, singles. Ponce flies out. Bobby Witt Jr. is going to single. We got runners on first and second. Come on, Rutschman. 1 run is scored there. We have 2 runs now. Let's go. Jesus Sanchez. They're going to switch to Hans Kraus. Let's get to him. Come on. Bases loaded for Michael Bush. He's going to strike out. Freddie Thompson. Grand slam! And we've taken the lead! We've taken the lead with Freddie Thompson's grand slam! Oh my goodness! It is a 6-5 ball game! 6 runs in the bottom of the 6th! Verdugo singles. We're batting around. Bo Bichette strikes out, and it's finally over. Come on, Wicks. Gives up the solo home run against. Strikeout, strikeout, fly out. The game is tied. Oh, we took the lead, but then we gave it up with a solo bomb, but that's okay. We are back alive. We are back up to the plate in the bottom of the 7th inning stretch over. Everybody stretch. This has got a chance to be an all-time classic. Torkelson, ground out. Ponce walks. Bobby Witt Jr. They're switching to Christian Javier. Got to eat into that. He issues walks. Be smart, Bobby. Double play. And we're going to switch from Wicks, I think. He only showed that 1 sign of cracking, though. He's been good. His energy's fine. Ground out. Miranda flies out. Salinas singles. Gleyber Torres pitch around him. Jorbit Vivas will pitch to. They're going to score a run. I'm not playing around. Ryan Weathers, come on in. Fielder's choice. We're now down by 1 again. Maybe I shouldn't have pitched around Gleyber Torres and just pitched to him. Single there from Rutschman, though. That's what we needed. Come on, Sanchez. Pops up. Michael Bush batting .471. They're going to switch to AJ Minter. Come on, against lefties. Bush is still okay. Grounds into a double play. Austin Martin flies out. Larnack strikes out. Cruz grounds out. And it comes down to this. Freddie Thompson against lefties is not great. They're probably going to switch to their bullpen. They're going to switch to Gonzalez for sure, the righty. Jim Asillo. Yeah. He's a righty. Do we have any Freddie Thompson here? He's got great he's a great guy to lead off against righties, you know. 81 contact, 87 discipline, 68 vision. Is there really anybody else I would rather have? Not really, right? He's going to walk. Verdugo now. Come on. 2-run homer, and we've walked it off. We have walked off the ALDS and have advanced for the first time ever to the ALCS. Oh my goodness. Verdugo walks it off in the bottom of the 9th, and we are going to win. We are going to win. After Skubal gives up 5 runs in the 1st, we battle back with 6 in the 6th. They take the lead, or they tie it in the top of the 7th. They take the lead in the top of the 8th, and in the bottom of the 9th, we walk it off. We walk it off with Alex Verdugo. Player of the game is Freddie Thompson with that humongous grand slam in the bottom of the 6th. How could you not talk about that one, ladies and gentlemen? For the first time in my tenure, we have advanced out of the ALDS after back-to-back seasons losing in the ALDS. We are able to advance to face Toronto in the ALCS. Oh, baby. Whoo-wee. Let's take a look at Toronto here, guys. Wow. What a game that one was. Holy smokes. Oh my God. We are facing an absolute super team. They've got Alek Manoah, who's done actually 0-2 so far in the playoff. Adbert Alzolay, Jose Barrios, and Mike Soroka. They also have Kirby and Luis Medina. Very, very good. They have got 2 more guys, Chad Dallas and Trevor Bauer, in the majors here, probably in the bullpen for them. Relief pitchers are in. I've never seen relief pitchers this good. Jorge Alcala and Jose Suarez, Ryan Weiss, Ethan Gray, and Earl. Wow, they are loading up that bullpen. They don't really have anybody for a closer, but they do have Kirby Robinson in AAA in Buffalo. They have 2 amazing catchers here in Luis Campusano and Gabriel Moreno, neither of which they'd be better off trading one of these guys. Looks like Gabriel Moreno is the guy taking all the at-bats, but I mean, they've got really good. Did they trade for Campusano, or did they? No, he was on the trade block. I remember that he was on the trade block at the midway through the season. They were trying to get rid of him. I will give them that credit, but having 2 92 overall catchers is just not worth it. Adrian Del Castillo, there's their 3rd catcher on the roster. They've got first baseman Bobby Bradley. No more Vlad Guerrero, huh? Brendan Rodgers here at 2nd for them. Oh my God, he's a great hitter against lefties. Really solid hitter against righties. He's got that vision, solid fielder, really amazing player here. Luis Urias here at 3rd base. Abraham Toro as well. Man, they've got so many good players. Garrett Hampson or Elvis Martinez. This might be the most insane roster I've ever seen. Their outfield leaves a little bit to be desired, but Jeffrey Ramos here has got the fielding. They've got a great center fielder in Victor Robles. They also have Miles Straw on the bench. And then Aaron Judge out in right field for them. The vision is awful. He's having one hell of a season in real life, but he, again, is just, this is a ridiculous roster, guys. Holy smokes. And now we're up against it in the ALCS. Man, that feels good to say for the first time as the Athletics, but we are not done with this episode. Do not click off because we are taking them on right here, right now. Let's go. All right. Whew. Look at that ERA, man. Look at that ERA for them. That's their playoff ERA, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, because our regular season ERA obviously wasn't 5.73, but good Lord, we need somebody to step up in the clutch here. Our hitters came through when necessary, and Jordan Wicks came through when necessary. But we will turn to Gunnar Hoglund here, I think. No, I'm going to go to Zach Gallen to open this. Zach Gallen was once our ace. I'm going to go to him here to start this series off. Maybe we give a little break for Skubal to come back, but these guys both with 10.0 ERAs is pretty not great to see. Grayson Rodriguez is healthy again, just so you guys know. Jordan Wicks, man, what a performance from him, but the pitching has not been phenomenal. We're going to use Zach Gallen here just to see what happens with him, and I'm not going to make too many changes. I think I am going to do the classic flip-flop here. Ponce's vision, I just like that a little bit better. They're very similar hitters, but he's just got the better vision. But hey, if there's ever been a team that I think would rival ours just looking on paper, it's the Blue Jays, but they are playing phenomenally, guys. So I'm a little bit worried about this series, but let's jump into it. Game number 1, a double to lead it off. Garrett Hampson walks, Urias flies out, Aaron Judge, sacrifice fly, and a fly out. So they do score 1, but it could have been way worse in Zach Allen's first postseason appearance. Verdugo, though, walks. Just love that. Love to start it off like that. Bo Bichette strikes out. Torkelson grounds into a double play, and that's I kind of felt that one coming, but we'll see if it's going to be that kind of game. Abraham Toro strikes out. Bobby Bradley hits a solo home run. Gabriel Moreno grounds out, and Jeffrey Ramos grounds out as well. So 2 runs scored so far, 1 run per inning, 9.0 ERAs. Not looking great for Zach Gallen, Ponce, though, against Albert Alzolay, so they're not using Manoah, which is kind of good because we're not using Skubal. Luis Ponce, solo homer, baby. Let's go. And we are back within one. Bobby Witt Jr. pops up. Rutschman flies out. Sanchez, hit by pitch, take your base. Michael Busch flies out. It would have been much to ask for a run from first, but hey, we're back within one. One run, and this game is tied. Miles Straw now against Gallen. He's going to double. Garrett Hampson will pitch to him. He's going to ground out Luis Urias. I think I might pitch around him. Yep, that's fine. And Aaron Judge, I guess we'll just pitch to Aaron Judge, who flies out. Brendan Rodgers will pitch to him as well, and he's going to ground out. There we go. Freddie Thompson now against Alzolay. That's two people hit by Alzolay. Watch yourself, buddy. His whip of 0.7. Good Lord. Verdugo strikes out. Bichette, steals second. He stole second. There we go. Now we got a runner in scoring position. Beautiful. Bo Bichette, swing away, flies out. Torkelson flies out. He stole second. We weren't able to, we got him in scoring position. Maybe I should have done that with Verdugo up to the plate, but we'll see. Toro now against Gallen. Singles. Bobby Bradley will just walks him. Gabriel Moreno, only in the top of the fourth. A line out. Jeffrey Ramos is going to score a run on a single. Straw. I think we're okay to pitch to him. Double play and we get out of the inning. Only one run scored, but 3 runs in 4 innings is not what I wanted to see from Zach Gallen. Ponce grounds out. Bobby Witt Jr. flies out. Rutschman walks. Come on, Sanchez. Fielder's choice. I just wanted to hit there to make that interesting. But Gallen, man, come on. Garrett Hampson is going to fly out. There we go. That's fine. Luis Urias is just an all-around amazing hitter. He's going to ground out. And Judge is going to hit a solo bomb. Zach Gallen then gets Brendan Rodgers to ground out. And 4 runs through 5 innings for Zach Gallen that's not good. Straight up, just not good. Michael Busch strikes out. Freddie Thompson grounds out. Verdugo grounds out. I think I will pitching change. I will go into Delgadio here in the top of the 6th. Toro is going to strike out. Bradley walks. Moreno grounds into a double play. That's beautiful. That's what I wanted to see from Delgadio. Bo Bichette strikes out. Torkelson grounds out. Ponce strikes out. Top of the 7th now. Ramos grounds out. Straw singles. Hampson, fielder's choice. Urias, pop up. All right. We're getting into Alzolay here. We got a little bit of a chance here with some pretty good hitters. Witt, Rutschman, and Sanchez up. A triple there from Bobby Witt to lead it off. I think there's no outs. We just swing away. They're going to go into Ethan Gray, the right-handed pitcher who's not very good at forcing or preventing walks. A ground out, though. Sanchez walks. Beautiful. Ooh, I don't know what to... you know what? Busch, I trust him. He's going to strike out. Freddie Thompson strikes out, and we can't... The leadoff triple, and we can't bring him home. Aaron Judge strikes out. Brendan Rodgers singles. Toro singles. Bradley walks. Delgadio. Oh. Oops. I went to go look at the other player, and I accidentally simulated the inning. We made it out just fine. Look at that. Sorry, guys. That's a big blunder by me. I do that way too much. Verdugo is now going to face Jorge Alcala, another amazing relief pitcher. Strikeout. Bichette singles. Torkelson pops up. Hit and run. Single. Okay. Oh, wow. He only made it to second on a hit and run. Okay. Bobby Witt Jr. flies out. Oh, that was the game tying swing right there. Pitching change. We'll go to, I kind of want to use Whitley here. I'm just feeling Whitley. A ground out, and a strikeout. Beautiful. All right. So gets us to the bottom of the 9th where we might have a chance with Rutschman, Sanchez, Busch, and Thompson potentially combining for, win. Hopefully. They're going to go to Jose Suarez. They're another relief pitcher who I guess might be acting as their closer. Rutschman grounds out. Sanchez singles. Beautiful. Michael Busch strikes out. Freddie Thompson flies out, and that's the end of this one. We're going to lose this game 4-1 in the opener of the ALCS. It's not over yet. No, you know, guy, we've seen a very tumultuous series for us. So this is not over by a long stretch. It's one game, right? Didn't look great, but we will go to. I think we got to turn. I kind of really want to tie this series. I'm going to turn to Skubal here. And hopefully everybody else. I'm going to go back to the way the lineup used to be. Verdugo's not batting well. Is somebody else batting better? Michael Busch is batting really well. I might flip-flop him and Verdugo. Busch is just, he's hitting so well, right? We'll move him up to second in the lineup and then move Verdugo down here. All right, I think I'm good with that. All right, Skubal versus Rogers. Ground out. Strikeout. Ground out. That's a much better first inning there from Skubal. We're facing Alek Manoah, so we gotta get on him early. A fly out, a strikeout, and a fly out. So neither team able to get much done in the first. Judge singles. Toro reaches on an error. Who committed the error? By second baseman Michael. Come on, Busch. A fly out, and a ground out. He gets out of it. The error does not come back to bite us. Bobby Witt doubles off the rip. Let's go. Ponce, swing away, grounds out. Rutschman, swing away, scores a run on the single. Beautiful. And we have the lead on Alek Manoah. Jesus Sanchez walks. Verdugo flies out. Freddie Thompson singles. We have bases loaded for Bo Bichette. And he's going to hit a grand slam, our second grand slam of the playoffs. Holy smokes, what a way to get to him early. Busch singles. Oh my God. I think I'm fine with Bobby Witt. And if Torkelson gets out here, fly out. Yeah, I was like, maybe we steal and so we can get Torkelson up to the plate to start the next inning. But in case we, don't steal the base successfully. But what a cushion for Skubal. Strikeout, ground out, beautiful. 3 straight goose eggs. Bobby Witt pops up. Ponce walks. Rutschman strikes out. Jesus Sanchez scores a run on a double. Alex Verdugo now. They're going to switch pitch. They pulled him in the bottom of the third. Medina here now on the mound for the Blue Jays. And Verdugo walks. Freddie Thompson is going to walk. Bo Bichette. Oh my God. A grand slam back-to-back innings. That would have been insane. I wasn't expecting it, but I was just kind of hoping maybe he got a single and scored a run or two. Anyway, we're up 6-0 after 3. Luis Urias walks. Aaron Judge strikes out. Toro singles. Gabriel Moreno against lefties. I'm not too afraid. Sack fly. They're going to score 1. Bobby Bradley strikes him out. Okay, so the sack fly scores 1. So far, so good, though. Solo bomb from Michael Busch, moving him up in the order. Looks like a good move already. 2 for 3 today. Spencer Torkelson strikes out. Bobby Witt hits a solo home run. Ponce doubles. Rutschman strikes out. Jesus Sanchez scores a run on a double of his own. Verdugo walks. Freddie Thompson singles. Bo Bichette scores 2 runs on a single. Michael Busch, we batted around. Oh my goodness. And they got to go to Trevor Bauer. And he's going to get the ground out there. Skubal strikes out. Ramos singles. Rogers, fielder's choice. Robles strikes out. Beautiful. Torkelson walks. Bobby Witt Jr. walks. Luis Ponce. 3-run bomb. Oh my God, it's 14-1. They're going to go to chat. Wow, we are eating through there. Oh, Adley Rutschman hits a solo shot. Oh my goodness, the ERA and whip of infinity. I absolutely love to see it. Jesus Sanchez strikes out. Verdugo flies out, and Freddie Thompson grounds out, but it is 15-1. I'm going to go to a pitching. I'm going to bring in Delgado again. I kind of want to save Skubal so that if we need to pitch him again earlier, we can. So we'll just go to Delgado. Urias strikes out. Judge strikes out, and Toro hits a solo shot and a ground out. That's fine. Bo Bichette now against Chad Dallas. He singles. Busch walks. Torkelson walks. Bobby Witt Jr. fielder's choice. To home plate. I don't need to worry about a sac fly. Just swing. Rutschman, fielder's choice. That's unfortunate. With bases loaded, we didn't score any, but we scored 15 already. Delgado gets a fly out. Martinez doubles. Pitch around Ramos, who flies out. Pitch around Rogers, walks. Pitch and a strikeout. Beautiful. All right. I just kind of, when I have an open base, I kind of feel more comfortable using it now, especially with a 13-run lead. Jesus Sanchez strikes out. Verdugo flies out. Freddie Thompson grounds out. We'll save Delgado here. We will go to Pelouse, hopefully to get through the next 2 innings. Urias grounds out. Judge pops up. Toro walks. Moreno, fielder's choice. Bo Bichette grounds out. Busch grounds out. Torkelson singles. Bobby Witt Jr. reaches on an error. Ponce walks. Rutschman strikes out. Bobby Bradley strikes out. Martinez walks. Ramos sack bunt. Rogers grounds out. 15-2. What a response after losing game 1, getting to Manoah early, man. Holy smokes. 15-2, and allows us to save our arms a little bit, and it's a 1-1 series. Let's go. Zach Gallen is projected up against Berrios. That's not what's going to happen, though. We are going to definitely be jumping all around of our rotation based on health. Grayson Rodriguez never really got a shot at pitching too much, so we'll go to him here. He's just fully ready to go. We will flip-flop Verdugo and Bush again because that seemed to work. And I think everything else I'm going to leave the same. All right, here we go. Berrios versus Bichette. Ground out. Bush walks. Torkelson pops up. Bobby Witt grounds out. All right, but look at Bush got on base, right? Like it kind of changes the dynamic when you're 3, 4, 5 hitters, or I guess I should say your 3 and 4 hitters get to come up in the first inning. That could make a huge impact. Straw strikes out. Hampson singles. Urias, we catch him stealing, and then Urias doubles. Pitch around Judge. That's fine. Rogers pops up. Yeah. Listen, I'm willing to give Judge a base just so he doesn't early bomb on us, right? He's also got a chance to strike out with that poor discipline. But we have Luis Ponce now up to the plate against Berrios. He reaches on an error. Got to make him pay. Rutschman pops up. Sanchez strikes out. Verdugo scores a run on a double. There we go. Gets Ponce home on the error. Coming back to bite him. Freddie Thompson. 2-run bomb from Freddie Thompson there. And it's a 3-0 game. Bo Bichette grounds out, and we are back to the bottom of the second after scoring 3 runs there in the top of the second. Toro strikes out. Bradley walks. Moreno singles. Ramos, I'm okay. Flies out. Straw, I'm okay. Yeah, he's going to ground out. I wasn't worried about his power, right? If he gets contact, right, I don't know if he's going to score somebody from second, right? Michael Bush flies out. Torkelson grounds out. Witt walks. There we go. Just any way to eat into that energy, right? Let's go ahead and steal second. He steals it. There we go. And maybe a single now? Oh, man. I was going to say maybe a single scores him with that 88 speed, but we are unable to there with 2 outs. Adley Rutschman flies out with runners at the corner. Bit unfortunate, but hey, we prolong the inning, make him think about it a bit more. All right. Hampson grounds out. Urias strikes out. Judge lines out. Beautiful so far from Grayson Rodriguez. Sanchez singles. Verdugo singles. You know what? Freddie Thompson is really good at bunting, right? So I'm going to tell him to bunt. Maybe we can get guys at second and third. Sack. There we go. That's what I was hoping for. And now Bo Bichette. I'm going to say I trust Bo. He's batting .323 in the playoffs. Swing. He's going to walk for Michael Bush. He's going to walk Torkelson. 3-run scored, bases clearing triple. Oh my goodness. Freddie Thompson, your sack bunt. I love you, my guy. Bobby Witt Jr. All right. Can we go for the sack fly? Double. Oh, he didn't get it probably deep enough, or he threw him out at home plate. That's 100% what happened. Judge threw out Torkelson at home. That's gonna kind of happen. But Grayson Rodriguez now in the bottom of the 4th strikes him out. Toro walks. Bradley strikes out. Moreno singles. Ramos strikes out. All right, so there are some base runners for us here, but so far we're holding them off pretty well. Ponce strikes out. Rutschman grounds out. Sanchez grounds out. Grayson Rodriguez still looking okay. We'll probably get through the 5th, then think about it. Double from Straw. Garrett Hampson doesn't scare me. Grounds out. Luis Urias does scare me. He's going to walk. Whoo! I pitched around the guy to get to Judge. That doesn't feel like a smart idea, but I did it. A run is scored on a single. Toro flies out, and that's probably the last we're going to see of Grayson Rodriguez. Maybe we can get him into the 6th, but his energy is starting to get a little lower. We are getting towards the bottom of the order, though, so we'll see. Verdugo singles. Freddie Thompson. Sack bunt. Oh, my goodness. Freddie Thompson and his sack bunts. I absolutely love it. Swing, fly out. Bush scores a run. There it is. That's why we sack bunt. And then Spencer Torkelson, 2-run bomb. Clear the bases anyway. Now up 10-1. Luis Medina, and he's going to get the strikeout. I'm okay with Grayson Rodriguez now. Single, Moreno, single. All right, I think I'm going to go to a pitching change. I'm going to go to I don't feel like I want to use my best guy, so we're going to use Sean Reed-Foley. A strikeout, a 2-run double, and a strikeout, and a ground out. Okay, so we have runs. We have a cushion. We have a cushion, which is why I'm not as afraid of just pitching. Ponce doubles. Rutschman walks. Sanchez double play. Verdugo strikeout. That's unfortunate. Aaron Judge walks. Rogers strikes out. Torres pops up. Bradley hits a 2-run shot. Moreno strikes out. And can't get too casual with this one now, though, guys. Freddie Thompson singles. Oh, my God. What a game from Freddie Thompson. 2 sack bunts. 2 for 2 as well. Steals second. He steals the base, too. Bo Bichette grounds out. Bush. 2-run bomb. Extends the lead back. All right. We're getting a little bit more situational with it. I love it. Torkelson strikes out. Witt strikes out. I think I'm okay to let Sean Reed-Foley go another inning. Ramos doubles. Straw scores a run on a single. Hampson strikes out. Urias strikes out. And Judge flies out. I was not sure whether or not I wanted to allow him to get to pitch to him, but we should be okay. Top of the 9th here. Ponce is going to face Ethan Gray. Flies out. Rutschman walks. Sanchez walks. Verdugo. 3-run bomb from Verdugo. Freddie Thompson faces Ryan Weiss. He's going to single 3 for 3 today. Bo Bichette double play. All right, and we're going to go to a pitching change. We're going to go to Palouse with a 9-run lead again. Strikeout, single, strikeout, fielder's choice. See that? Yeah, you know what? I like the way Palouse is pitching so far. I just had that one bad one when we was already out of it, but all right. 2-1 series advantage. Let's go on the road again, but we lead the series 2-1. And now who is going to pitch for us is the question. We're in Rogers Center. They want Connie Nelson. We could go to Gunnar Hoglund. Connie Nelson did pitch phenomenally, and taking a 3-1 series lead with the potential of getting Skubal back up. I like that idea. I think we will go to Connie Nelson, who pitched amazingly so far. And we're going to flip-flop Verdugo and Bush again. And again, that's the only change I'm going to make. All right. Bichette grounds out. Bush hit by pitch. I'm glad he's okay, but we did get a base runner. That's important. Torkelson flies out. Bobby Witt pops up. So we can't do anything with the hit by pitch. A single to start off for Toronto. A walk. Urias flies out. Pitch around Judge. Load the bases. A strikeout. And a strikeout. Connie Nelson is the master of getting out jams. He is Houdini, my guys. That is his new nickname. Connie Houdini Nelson. Luis Ponce grounds out. Rutschman flies out. Sanchez singles. Verdugo flies out. Man, I'm so used to us just scoring runs. It feels weird, but the bats have been hot. It just feels weird to get shut out in an inning where we don't have like a 10-run lead already. I gotta bring myself back down to earth here. I'm talking like we're some dominant super team. This is another good team we're facing here in Toronto. A ground out, and a strikeout. Beautiful. Connie Nelson, after bases loaded first, gets out pretty nicely there. Freddie Thompson singles. He steals second. There we go. Bo Bichette strikes out. Bush scores a run on a double. Dude, using Freddie Thompson in ways other than trying to hit the long ball has just been revolutionary for me. It's just been amazing, especially in this series. Torkelson singles. I definitely say sack fly so we don't hit into a double play. The sack fly works. There we go. I'm fine with that. Luis Ponce flies out, but we have 2 runs scored instead of just the 1. I was really afraid of the double play there. That's why I wanted to sack fly. Straw, hit by pitch. A single. Urias walks. Judge strikes out. Rogers is going to score, but did we get somebody out there? I feel like we did. He grounded out to first baseman. Okay, yeah, so he grounded out, and then they advanced. All right, ground out. Okay, cool. 1 run scored and another bases loaded jam. You don't set yourself up for the Houdini tricks, Connie. You just gotta kind of like do it when they come around, not like set yourself up every inning with that. Rutschman flies out. Sanchez singles. Verdugo grounds into double play. Connie Nelson gets him to fly out. Moreno flies out, and Ramos singles. Straw with an error. Hampson pops up. I'm starting to get a little worried about how much action is on the base paths now. It's only a 1-run lead. Freddie Thompson flies out. Bichette strikes out. Bush strikes out. Connie Nelson. I trust. We'll see how he does. Single. Judge. Pitcher run. We got an open base. Brendan Rodgers. Runner thrown out at home. Whoo, Abraham Toro. I want to pitch around him, but I don't want to keep loading the bases. I'm going to go to Wicks. I'm going to go to Jordan Wicks here. Toro, not nearly as good against lefties. He's going to strike out. Bobby Bradley, not nearly as good against lefties, is going to tie the game. Moreno, and we throw him out. Who threw him out? Verdugo throws him out at home, but they do tie the game, unfortunately, and Connie Nelson couldn't make it through 5, which is a bit unfortunate. He just had too much action, right? They had 7 hits. They were getting bases loaded a ton, but just couldn't bring him home. Torkelson grounds out. Bobby Witt strikes out, and Ponce singles. Rutschman walks. Sanchez grounds out. We can't do any damage there with a little bit of a 2-out rally. Some noise with 2 outs. Ramos strikes out. Straw pops up. Hampson grounds. Beautiful. Wicks, man. And Mike Soroka. It's been a pitcher's duel. Really, really has. Verdugo. They're going to bring in Earl Sims. Wow, he's probably one of their lesser guys for sure. A ground out there from Verdugo. Thompson's going to double. Bo Bichette grounds out. Bush. We can't score him from second on the double. Urias flies out. Judge singles. Rogers flies out. Toro singles. Bobby Bradley. Fielder's choice, and we get out of it. Okay, we'll probably turn to the bullpen again. Hopefully we can get a run here in the top of the 8th. Torkelson gives me that run that I asked for with a solo bomb. Bobby Witt is going to force them to turn to Ethan Gray. Luis Ponce grounds out. Rutschman pops up, and we'll probably go to one of our setup men. I'll go to Webb here. I like Jacob Webb a lot. He's a good strikeout guy. Single, fly out, walk, strikeout, line out. Whoo! And with just 1 inning to go, come on. They're going to switch to Ryan Weiss, a fly out. Verdugo grounds out. Thompson singles. Bo Bichette singles. Runners at first and second, 2 outs. Michael Bush flies out. All right. And we're going to go to a pitching change. And you guys know we're already going to Karinchak. Strikes out Aaron Judge. Rogers walks. Fielder's choice. Pop up, and we're out of it 3-2. So after a 15-6 win, we win a 3-2 game, showing we can win in any facet necessary. Whew. A 3-1 game, and we are again in Toronto. The back-to-back-to-back games, they always get to me, man. I hate these back-to-back-to-back. I'd prefer 2-2, 1-1-1, but I guess 2-3-2 is not bad as well. It's just what we got to do. We got to deal with it. And now we've got Skubal with a chance to close it out. I think I'm going to turn to Gunnar Hoglund, right? We're up 3-1. I'd like to save Skubal for, a potential World Series opener. We're going to go to Gunnar Hoglund. I'm going to trust. He was so good all season. I'm going to just trust it. I'm going to trust it. All right. They're back at Manoah as well. Bo Bichette grounds out. Bush grounds out. Torkelson grounds out. Man, they rush Manoah back. Straw singles. Hampson walks. Urias grounds into a double play. Walk Judge. And we're going to score a run on a single. And we ground out. So we do get out of it with only 1 allowed. But, wow, his energy's fine. Wow, I'm surprised. I feel like he just pitched. Bobby Witt ties it, though. It doesn't matter. Manoah's been woeful in this postseason. Ponce grounds out. Rutschman strikes out. Sanchez triples. 2 outs. Verdugo is going to ground out. Gunnar Hoglund, strikeout. Moreno singles. Ramos singles. Straw flies out. 1 run is scored on the single. We're going to walk him. Grand slam by freaking Gunnar Hoglund, man. Come on, my guy. 10 point whatever. You were amazing in the regular season, but absolute buns here in the postseason in your 2 attempts. He's not pitching again in the postseason. Freddie Thompson strikes out. Bo Bichette flies out. Michael Bush flies out. A single, a strikeout, a fly out, and a strikeout. That's what we wanted to see. Torkelson grounds out. Bobby Witt grounds out. Ponce singles. Rutschman strikes out. Straw strikes out. Hampson grounds out. Urias grounds out. There we go. A little bit quieter there for Toronto in back-to-back innings now. Sanchez singles. Verdugo grounds into a fielder's choice. Freddie Thompson strikes out. Bo Bichette grounds out. Man, I didn't want to bunt because it would have been 2 outs with a runner at second, but you never know. Aaron Judge, after his grand slam, is going to strike out. Brendan Rodgers grounds out, and a ground out there ends the inning. Bottom of the 5th, Manoah against Bush, a fly out. Torkelson pops up. Witt grounds out. Bobby Bradley strikes out. Moreno pops up. Ramos pops up. All right, so Delgado comes in, has just done so well for us. Luis Ponce, solo shot from Ponce. Still 4-run lead, but we have some life. Rutschman grounds out. Sanchez singles. Verdugo flies out. Freddie Thompson grounds into a fielder's choice, and they get out of it. Straw grounds out. Hampson singles. Urias strikes out. Judge singles. And a pop-up there ends the inning as well. We're now into the 8th inning. Bo Bichette pops up. Bush walks. Torkelson, double play, and they're out of it. I'm going to go to the bullpen. I'm going to just go to... I think I'll go to... we'll go to Palouse for the... I feel like Delgadio's got one more inning in him. A ground out, a walk, a 2-run shot, a single, a strikeout, a fly out. Yeah, we were down by 4. Earl Sims now gets a fly out, a walk. All right. Rutschman flies out. Sanchez, strikeout. 8-2 loss. A little bit of a taste of our own medicine there, but we're still up 3-2. Chance to head back home, a day off as well. And you guys know I'm already turning to Scooble. We're here at home. I'm going to Scooble. I know I may have to worry about a World Series, but no, I'm going to Scooble. Although Jordan Wicks has been amazing. He has been amazing. I'm not chancing game 7. I am not chancing game 7. We are flipping. There we go. Jesus Sanchez is moving up the order. There we go. Jesus Sanchez is going to go there against a righty. He's been hot. I'm just moving all the guys that are hot up and some of the colder guys down just to switch it up. All right. A fly out to start the game. Beautiful. A strikeout. And a strikeout. Great to see Scooble brought his A game here in the first, because that was his the one game was one game, and he was just awful in the first inning. Bo Bichette singles. Steals second. Bush. 2-run shot. Doesn't matter about the stolen base, baby. He brings him home anyway. Torkelson strikes out. Sanchez grounds out. Ponce lines out. Okay, though. Okay. Judge strikes out. Toro grounds out. Moreno pops up. Beautiful. Bobby Witt grounds out. Rutschman singles. Verdugo 2-run shot. Two-run bombs in back-to-back innings. Freddie Thompson flies out. Bo Bichette strikes out. But we have a 4-0 lead early. A single from the Blue Jays. Bradley. Martinez sacrifice bunt. Ramos will pitch around him. That's fine. Fly out. And a ground out. Beautiful. All right, we had an empty base. Didn't have to challenge him there, and we're good to go. Michael Bush strikes out. Torkelson, solo bomb, baby. 3 home runs in 3 innings. That's beautiful. Sanchez singles. Ponce flies out. Bobby Witt's going to single. 2 out Rutschman. They're going to switch to Trevor Bauer already. I mean, I guess their playoff lives are on the line, but he's not been much better. But he is going to get the fly out. Luis Urias, just got to pitch to him. He's going to walk. Aaron Judge against lefties is whoo. We got a 5-run lead. We'll pitch to him. We're going to walk him. A strikeout. Moreno. Pitch to him. Sack bunt. Bradley. I feel like we can pitch to Bradley. I feel like we can. But who's coming up? Martinez? We'll just, ground out. Whew. Okay, don't overthink it. 5-0 lead stays intact with 2 runners left in scoring position. Freddie Thompson grounds out, and Bo Bichette grounds out. Relvis Martinez grounds out. Ramos grounds out. Rogers grounds out. Beautiful from Scooble. Bush against Bauer. Ground out. Torkelson walks. Okay. Sanchez flies out. Ponce flies out as well. Scooble against Robles. A double. Pitch around Urias. Oh, and he's going to score a run on a triple. Pitch around Judge. He strikes out. Pitch around Toro, who grounds out. Pitch around Moreno, walks. That's fine. Bobby Bradley, pitch to him. He's going to score a run on a single. I'm changing pitchers. We're going to go to... we're in the top of the 6th. We're going to go to Wicks. Ground out. Okay. We still have a 3-run lead, though. We're fine. Bobby Witt grounds out. Rutschman singles. Verdugo lines out. Freddie Thompson walks. Bo Bichette flies out. Ramos grounds out. Rogers flies out. Robles walks. Urias grounds out. Okay, Urias really scares me with how good he looks. So far, he's been impactful, but he's not really killed us yet. Michael Busch strikes out. Torkelson, solo shot, extends the lead back to 4. Whew. Oh, that feels a lot better. Sanchez flies out. Ponce flies out. And now we have Judge. Do we switch to a setup man here? Judge is much worse against righties, so we're going to bring in a righty setup man and Jacob Webb. Judge walks. Toro strikes out. Moreno pops up. Bradley, pitch to him. Ground out. Yep. I didn't want to pitch around him and, more batters, less energy, blah, 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 blah. Bobby Witt Jr. Pitching change, Ethan Gray. Walk. Steal. He steals. There we go. Adley Rutschman scores a run on the single. The stolen base comes in clutch there. Verdugo walks. Sack bunt from Freddie Thompson. Oh, he's going to pop up. And they're going to go to Ryan Weiss. A strikeout. Bush flies out. And I know it's not a save situation, but I'm bringing in Karinchak because we have a chance to get to the World Series. Martinez strikes out. Ramos strikes out. Rogers flies out. And we have won the ALCS and we'll be taking on the San Francisco Giants in the World Series. They swept the Chicago Cubs, so they had an easy breezy time getting to the World Series, guys. And that is going to have to be in the next episode. We finally win our first series, and not only do we win our first, we win our second and advance to the World Series. So call it a GM goal completed, but my personal goal is also completed. We finally made it to the World Series after years of being the best team in baseball on paper, and finally with our best record in baseball this season, coming out on top in the American League. San Francisco awaits us in the next one, guys, but that's all the time I have for this one. Make sure to leave a like if you enjoyed it, subscribe if you want to see some more, and I will see you guys in the next one.
It's a free for all, but what we